Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for February 20th of 2025 is titled Messier 87. So what do we see here? Well, this is a galaxy. And while it doesn't look like a lot of the galaxies we look at with their grand spiral arms around them, it is indeed a galaxy, and in fact one much larger than our own Milky Way. This is an example of a giant elliptical galaxy. And while there is very little structure to it, an elliptical galaxy is just a great blob of stars in the sky. It actually contains trillions of stars, many times more than the billions of stars that our Milky Way contains. Now M87 is the largest galaxy in a nearby large cluster of galaxies known as the Virgo cluster, and is a very prominent galaxy, and in fact the dominant galaxy within that cluster near the very central regions of it. Now, as we look at the galaxy itself, we see that it isn't completely bland. It isn't just that glob of stars, but there's actually something else present there, pointing out toward the right hand side. And that is actually a jet of material. This is actually an active galaxy in that the central region is more active than it would be otherwise. And that is because there is a supermassive black hole at the center, and that black hole produces energy as material spirals into it. So as stars close to the center of the galaxy spiral into that black hole, it will produce energy, and some of that material is released as a jet before it crosses the event horizon of the black hole. Now what that means is we can't learn anything about material or see it again once it crosses that event horizon. But it spirals into what is called an accretion disk around that black hole. And as it does that, it can give off energy, and in fact it can be a very efficient conversion of mass to energy. Not quite the full conversion of matter and antimatter, but can get a 10 or 20% conversion rate as material spirals into the black hole at very high speeds and gives off that energy before it crosses the event horizon. And one of the ways we see that manifested is in things like the jet of material as we see here today coming out from the central regions of M87. Now this is a very nearby galaxy and is not super active compared to some of the more distant galaxies, which are even more active than this. But M87 is also a very interesting one in that it was the first galaxy to have its black hole directly imaged, meaning that we could see the shadow of the event horizon around the surrounding gases. And that was done a few years ago with the Event Horizon Telescope, which was specifically designed to see the inner regions of galaxies such as this. So that was our picture of the day for February 20th of 2025. It was titled Messier 87. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture, previewed to be our friendly neighbor. So we'll see what that is about tomorrow. And until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.